Devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand on the trigger. The devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand. Call devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand on the trigger. The devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand. Call Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand on the trigger. The devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand.
For adventure, for climbing, for splashing, premium, or capable. The GMC AT4 capable. That's professional grade from
Discover new opportunities today in a new Chevy. Meet up in an award-winning Equinox. Lend a hand in the Silverado. And mix it up in the tracks. Find the Chevy that's right for you. Chevrolet. Together, let's grow.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here at Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you live and in charge for league action once again. Second broadcast of the day as we get things rolling. I know that I'm pretty excited about this one. Dover, one of my favorite racetracks on the circuit, getting ready to run some fantastic laps, some hot speeds, some great time. It's kind of the, it's kind of what you expect at Dover. It's going to be a great race. Hrt2Heart Racing Machines getting out there having some fun. Tim Joy, thank you for the follow out there. Much love to you. Mr. Dudley, thank you very much for the like. I appreciate you, of course. Thank you to all the social media platforms out there. We're live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and X, formerly known as Twitter. You can find us on Twitter at the Real Sig Esports. That's what it is. So you can search Signature Esports or go to twitter.com/at REALSIG eSports, ESPORTS. That's where you're going to find me. Drivers are getting cooked up and ready to go, and I'm waiting for my number 2 to tell me he's ready to go. Alan Tillery, AlanTilleryAuto.com presents week 5 here today for the Truck Series. 120 laps for the drivers, 4 sets of tires. Comp caution is going to be at lap 60. They have one fast repair with 100% fuels in the Monster Miles the Monster here. 108 degrees on the track temperature at qualifying. That's kind of spicy, which means that this track is going to pretty much develop from the bottom to the top. We're going to see some drivers be able to push themselves up. We're going to see a lot of the drivers be able to run the outside lane on defense mode, but for the most part, you're going to have to try to keep it low. That's where this track runs and where everybody kind of pushes themselves. And this one has been it's been an interesting last couple of weeks. I know that they've gone through some changes over here at Hrt2Heart, but one of the big takeaways that I want to make sure that we reiterate out there: Hrt2Heart is the league that we call. We are paid broadcast for Hrt2Heart, and have nothing to do with the inner workings of Hrt2Heart. But we also respect the admins, respect the league owners and the drivers of every single league that we call for. So if you are out there and you have a problem with any league, and this goes for any broadcast, any league that we ever call for, make sure that you take it up with the league and their Discord and all the things that happen there. Don't try to get out here and blame us or blame Signature Esports for anything that happens in a league. I don't control it. I just broadcast it. That's it. And I love these guys. These guys are absolutely amazing. They put on some great races. They've had some cautions. They've had some great winners. They've had some stuff that they've been working on to try to make their league much better than everybody else. So, we'll see how things progress. I love this league. I think they're a great league. And they've treated me fairly, and I'm going to continue to treat them fairly, as do the things that happen out there. So, a big special thank you to this league. Qualifying underway right now. You're seeing the drivers on the bottom to put up their fast times right now. Bobby Lane Jr. out there getting rolling as well. Things ready to rock and roll. Lots of entertainment. And a whole lot of factors that are going. Now, you're going to recognize this voice. We did a podcast here recently, and this guy has been rocking and rolling with us pretty hardcore, and he's part of one of our sponsors as well, Chop Chop Racing Group. If you have not seen the Chop Chop Racing Leagues, you got to go to chopchopracing.net and check them out over there. But Ryan Wendt is going to be joining me in the broadcast booth today, and he's going to give us his Dover expertise if there is any, and also just kind of be on board with us over here, and we're gonna talk about racing. Ryan, how are you doing today?
I'm doing all right, man. Thanks for having me tonight. I'm excited to see what these cats can do. You know, I never get to really sit in and watch another league race, so it's super exciting. And you know, all my experience here, I'm no expert, so don't give me any credit there. I mean, the only practice I got is actually racing on the track myself, so that's my experience. So, you know, I'm hoping maybe I can learn a few things by watching these guys go.
Well, they do have a decent strength of field, of course. We have some beginners, we have some intermediates, we have some A-class drivers and some higher I ratings as well. We've got familiar names to us and familiar names to the iRacing world out there as well. But Hrt2Heart, folks, if you let me talk about Hrt2Heart. Hrt2Heart is about bringing drivers together, bringing everybody from all over the world together to be able to drive and enjoy themselves. And so that is the reason and the stance behind Hrt2Heart. But Hrt2Heart also has some sponsors. Let's talk about who they have going on. AlanTilleryAuto.com. If you're in the market and you're in pretty much anywhere, you can shop AlanTilleryAuto.com. Anywhere in the United States, you can buy a brand new 2024 Chevy Buick or GMC from Alan Tillery. And they're going to treat you like family when you walk through the door, when you call them, or you shop online. So if you need or if you're out in the market and you're shopping, or maybe you're in the local area there, make sure that you go check them out. They're an absolutely fantastic group of individuals. And Scott, if you are out there listening, he's going to be the guy that you're going to be able to go up and say hello to. Scott Kazanoff is one of the guys that makes Alan Tillery possible as well. So the Tillery family, much love to you. Thank you for being a part of this as well. Buchanan Resort out of Kentucky. You're going to go to BuchananResort.com. They are out of Kentucky. They're booking early. They have campgrounds available. They have their cabins available, and they've got some resort accommodations. A whole lot of family fun out there. So make sure that if you're booking your summer vacation, you book early. And what better way to do it than go out there and fishing on the local lake that's right there. It's going to be a ton of fun to be able to see some photos from that later on this summer, which I'm thrilled to see as well, because I live at the Lake of the Ozarks and I love communities that are just like that. Of course, and always, big special thank you to Little Rescue. They are a not-for-profit up in Canada that helps keep our little pets safe, and we'll get up there and take it. So go to Little Rescue, RES, and the letter Q.net. Check them out. Find a way to support that organization, because today we might have a few little rescues, which are our lucky dog accommodations coming up for this race. Dover is it's pretty taxing on the drivers, and rhythm is going to be the most important when it comes to Dover. And Ryan with short tracks, where do you find that you have to, where is kind of some words of advice if you were talking to one of these drivers and they said, hey, I'm just kind of struggling, what should I do?
You know, I think one of the biggest thing is, like you said, is just staying consistent. You know, if you're running the bottom groove, and somebody comes and it just kind of rattles you when the trucks get really close, or, you know, and it just keeping your mind clear and keeping pushing forward and just staying on that same pace consistently. Consistency is key here. Consistent lines, consistent race lines. Of course, the drivers having cool braking zones are going to be probably the one thing that I would tell everybody is going to be the big takeaway. Your braking zone is going to be different than the drivers that are going to be in it. Now, you can pretty much throttle out to basically lift your throttle, break your throttle, use less brake early, more brake later on. But the more speed you carry, of course, more brake you have to get into. And
turn 2 and turn 4 are going to be the big problems here at Dover, because Dover has the tendency to run very slick on corner exits. So we'll see how these drivers work on it as they get ready to load in. You see the pace truck up there. A ton of entertainment value out of Dover, and that is not to take away from what we're going to see out of these drivers. Corey Crandall is going to be your pole sitter here today. Robert Dudley, your outside pole sitter. Bobby Lane Jr. is going to have Scott Kiesenoff to his outside. Michael Butler, BJ Lane in row number 3. Ben Summerford is going to have William Martin in row number 4. Greg Langford, Benny Jones in row number 5. John Turner and Rock Stallone, which is the coolest name in iRacing today. Sorry. That's it's just one of the things. And I think his Discord name is Rocco Stallone, which is even cooler. Row 7 is going to be Jason Coffey and Rusty Robinson. Row 8 is going to be Robert Peters and Michael Bud Light Logston there. He's got the Bud Light Mike nickname, of course. So Logston there. The 47 is going to be outside row number 8. Joe Flack is going to have James Borden, Daniel Lyle making up the tail end of this field. And we always have to look at it here. Here are our Beef Jerky Unlimited driver cams. BeefJerkyUnlimited.com gives you all of the support that you need by having that afternoon snack that is, one, made locally here in the United States, and also very much a good protein snack for you to have out there. So make sure that you go to BeefJerkyUnlimited.com. Check them out. There is BJ Lane. Bobby Joe is going to be our next driver cam. That is the man, the myth, the legend, the reason behind all of this. That is called the Hrt2Heart Foundation. And, of course, Scott out there giving us a good look at what his sim rig is going to be doing here today. Love the guy. Love the guys and gals and everybody out there. If you haven't done so, reach up, hit that like button for me. It goes a long way to support the stream. And, of course, and always follow us on all the platforms, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. And, of course, give us a follow on TikTok and Twitter, twitter.com/@RealSiggySports. Because we're live on all 4. I wish I could be live on TikTok. That'd be cool. Ryan, how's TikTok going on your guys' end of the bargain here?
You know, that's a striker thing. I try staying out of the TikTok stuff. I do. He loves it though, man. I mean, and for shorts, it's obviously works great. I strictly stick with my podcast stuff, and Striker loves, to do all the video editing. But from what I've been told, the TikTok stuff is it's slowly growing at a faster rate than anything else.
I know that the Hrt2Heart Foundation loves their TikToks as well. So we're going to continue to put the effort in and give ourselves the extra look. I'm going to send this over to you, sir. So you can see what I got going on. And bam. You got to do. Download, open it in your file. You'll be able to see that.
I like it.
Gonna be a good time. All right,
Okay.
lights are gonna be off of the pace truck. Miles the Monster ready to claim another victim here. Who's gonna be able to tame the Monster Mile here at Dover International Speedway? Pace truck dives in, and for 120 laps here, Corey Crandall in the 35, Robert Dudley in the 49. Pitter patter, let's get at her. Big Pythons, let's go green. Dover underway, 35-49, ready to go. 49 crosses down in. It's going to take that single file here, double file back to the 14 or the 8. 14 up up near the wall. You got to have patience. You got to get yourself to the end of the race. That one fast repair is only going to go so far. 7 to Summerford, right there behind a little plaid machine. I do like that little good-looking race line so far. 49 to the inside. Corey in the Chevy. Toyota in second. 02 of Lane right behind. Bobby Lane Jr. BJ trying to hold that 02. Bobby Joe, as they call him, rolling into the inside. Third place right there, that second lane. Good crossover. Low line exit. Pointed towards the exit. I think he's listening. Look at him go. Keep himself a little off the wall. You're going to have better pace. There they go down in. 3 laps complete. So far, so good. Fast lap. 23.57. Everybody else on their line, getting their tires warmed up. William Martin side by side here with Benny Jones. Jones clears. Gets it at 3 and 4. Dover turning into the hot mess that it does. You're going to start seeing this track become more dynamically wearing as tires are going to be on the marker here. You'll watch the drivers roll the corner here And the higher they run, the higher the exit. And that's one of the things you got to remember about that low line. You're going to be able to defend on the outside of the corners, especially on older tires. But I'm telling you, the moment that you start to press too hard, the worse off it can be for you. 49 rolls the second lane. Tries to have a low line here. Watch the bottom out. Corner exit. 35 a little free, but he's good. Little wiggle. 49 to the lead. Maybe out of 3 and 4. Side by side for the lead. As Dudley rolls. 35 might be able to defend here on the exit. Crandall goes back to the lead. And that's what I talk about. Side by side action. Ryan, they're getting pretty dicey here. Not really. I think the lead's where it's at.
Oh, absolutely. Corey just holding that top line the entire time and not letting Robert get down there. And as you see right now, Robert's getting that run down the bomb side, but Corey's going to get the run on top. So, oh, never mind. No, Robert made it stick, so we got a new leader.
Corey was able to get there, but watch the tires drop in. 49, a little free bump. Run to the inside. 35 goes back to it. 49 to defend. That's what I talk about this lead. This lead can change in the blink of an eye as the 49 tries to deliver on the outside. 35 back into it. Side by side again, allowing a lot of the drivers to just settle in behind. 49 still delivers that second lane. Can he cross over? He's clear right now. He could cross the middle lane, have a good exit, and the 35 will be back side by side.
Yeah, we got John Turner back here sitting in 9th place in the 29 machine. He's already up 2 positions. It looks like, I think he's going to try getting a good pace down, kind of find out where he's happy and see if he can't get moved up through the field here.
It's some of these drivers that we're seeing work on their race pace here. This is one of the things you're going to see about this racetrack here, folks, is that you'll see drivers put themselves in precarious situations, but all in a good way. Right there is the 20 of Benny Jones. Jones with a slider carries the corner. 29 gives up the race line, so the 20 goes back up a spot. Rocks the lone into the wall, little wall tap, little free off corner exit. That turn 4 is dangerous one. 34 rolls up the bottom. Now, when you hit your brakes, that is it makes your throttle momentum get out of whack. So if you are hard on your brakes on this racetrack, you need to make sure you roll back into the throttle. Don't get yourself too much of that stabbing. That stabbing motion, that'll hurt you.
Yeah, that's something I'm still learning, as a race car driver myself, is to roll back in the throttle. And, if you go back up to the front, it looks like Corey's back up in the lead, and he's holding off Robert as much as he possibly can, but Robert is not giving him much breathing room. He's just going to stay on that bumper and try forcing Corey into a mistake and driving in a little bit harder than he probably wants to.
So one of the things as the leader, you want to focus out front, but when you have somebody all over your back bumper in a league such as this, and the top 2 drivers are separated by 600 iRating, 2258 for Robert Dudley to the 1696 of Corey Crandall. They have a tendency to probably try to push each other, and Dudley, with a little bit of more experience out of rolling these corners, will keep himself as close as he can. But the 35 doing a great job here, as the 35 will clear the Toyota and be able to fall back to second. They're alternating lap times right here, just like a dirt series.
Yeah, the top 2, not that everybody's not putting on a show, but those top 2, they're just going at it. And with that big of an iRacing difference, you would think that, Robert would pull away, and Corey's just not letting that happen. He wants it, and he's going to get it.
Corey doing a phenomenal job here in second as Bobby Lane Jr., Bobby Joe, as they call him, the 02. We've got father-son duo here as BJ Lane to the 99, running the Steak and Shake Legend machine. Little wall tap for him out of 4, and that's what I talk about. Turn 4, turn 2, and turn 4 are the hardest corners to put yourself in, to bring yourself out of on the NASCAR circuit here in Dover. You got to keep yourself away from the wall and point your truck towards the wall on exit. Keep yourself low enough that when you drive off the corner, you keep yourself off of the corner. And right now, the 99 doing a phenomenal job. Folks, Steak and Shake, part of the platform over here with the Hrt2Heart Motorsports team. Thank you to Steak and Shake and all of their employees for what they do in the food service industry. If you haven't done so, visit your local Steak and Shake today. And I know that they have a Valentine's special going on right now, but I want you to go and say hi to the people who make your steak burgers. You know, that's what they're famous for. They're famous for steak burgers and Bean Crock.
I tell you what, they used to have one of those Fruity Pebble milkshakes, brother. I think that's probably why I got so fat, is eating at all them Steak and Shakes and getting that Fruity Pebbles milkshake.
Well, they do have healthier options out there at Steak and Shake as well, but I like the burgers. One thing you don't want to do at Dover is what the 99 just did. Do not touch the black portion. You want to stay on the concrete. That asphalt is your enemy. It will send you back up the racetrack faster than you can care for. But the 99, all over the back bumper of the 7 here, taking lessons learned from his dad, who's up in third. Try to make the pass on the inside. 7 delivers on the outside. Little squatch. Hey, I like that. So, 7 to the wall, right behind him. There's Greg Langford to the wall as well. 20's going to capitalize here, as right now the 7 a little free up top. 46 there side by side with the 07. Coffee trying to make it work. I like Coffee's name because it reminds me of the Green Mile.
Hey, you know what? And he's up 3 positions too. So I mean, that's just, you got him, you got Benny Jones, both 3 positions, since the start. So you're starting to, I think we're going to start seeing some tire wear here soon, to the point to where the guys that saved and that's been consistent, hasn't been too hard on the throttle on exit, are going to start moving up through the field. Right now,
7, 46, 46, giving room as Rusty Robinson in the number 5 truck starts to close back down as well. There's Jason Coffey up. Right now, the 3 drivers, 10th, 11th, and 12th, all 3 of them up 3. This is a battle for your biggest mover of the race right here as Coffey goes to the inside. Summerford to the outside. Here comes Robinson. Robinson trying to tie that one as well. 7 rolling to the high side. 3 back into the corner. Bobby Bones Peters into number 3 gets himself a good run. Robert Peters, as they would say, out there as well. Robert Dudley, only a quarter-second lead, now down to 18 1/100ths of a second. But watch out. Bobby Joe on the move. He's up about 3/10 of a second over the last couple of laps.
Yeah, you're really starting to see guys kind of move and switch grooves a little bit. You can tell they're getting loose, especially right there. It looks like the 7 got a little loose up against the wall and damn near came down and hit the 3 truck. Apologize for the language. But I mean, like I said, they're going to have to move up a little bit as the tires wear down.
Stallone on the move, 7 down to the bottom side. Stallone moving forward. Right now, Summerford having some issues. He is down 7. William Martin down 7 as well, the number 2 truck. This is what we talk about. When your tires start to heat up, you kind of have to back yourself down as you see Summerford go to pit lane right now. Logsden's going to go around. There's Bud Light Mike in the 47. Little filter time. Ford F-150.
Yeah, I'm still up here watching this Robert and Corey duo just to see if Robert's pulled on Corey at all. And as a matter of fact, Corey's actually been peeking a nose down underneath of Robert. But, I think it's where the experience comes in. Robert knows that he's going to get the run on the high side, and he's just making Corey use up his tools. If I were Corey, I'd tell him to back off and just follow the leader, and don't burn them front tires up yet.
We're going to have a comp caution at lap 60. 35, not saying the same thing. He says, you know what? Here we go. I'm going to go to the inside. 49 leads that lap by a nose, and that's about it. But watch out now. Bobby Joe on the move. 49 side by side again. Down to side draft is a 35. Oh, it's going to clear himself here. 49 free off corner goes down to the bottom side.
And this is exactly what Bobby Lane Jr. wants to see. He sees those guys battling. They're going to slow down because they're driving too hard in the corners. And he, as you can see right now, he is hot on the 49. And, I think we're going to have a good race up front here in a second.
On board the nose cam and the driver cam of the 02. Beef Jerky Unlimited again, giving you all that action right here live and in charge. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. Make sure that, caution comes out. Logsden off track. They're going to back it down. Bobby Joe was looking at that going, I got this. I've got you on the long run. You better dial yourself back down. Mike Logsden.
It's going to be interesting to see who comes in.
Logsden off the track. Joe Flack having an issue. Let's take a look. Oh, baby. exactly what happened there. 91 and the 47. I think the 91 of Joe Flack had an issue there. Let's go back, take a look. Ben Silver's going to be your lucky dog here. Easy to go 2 laps down here. So there's the 91 of the 47. 47 was on a long run fuel saving mode. So I think that's what we were seeing out of Mike, but like Mike behind. Here's the 91 on board. 91 down to the bottom, hits the bumps. Very bumpy track, this track is. You can actually see the ripples in the track. 47 to the bottom side. 91 taps the wall, comes down, clips the 47. 47 to the wall. 91 gets the right rear hook in return because of what happened there, and the bumper appeared and disappeared and did all the weird things that it was doing, you know, all the cool things. It'll roll. All right, everybody to pit road? Yep. Yeah, 4 sets of tires. William Martin's going to stay out, though. And this might be a strategy thing. This might be an old tire thing. Now, we've ran 29 laps on these tires. That is enough to say I want a new set.
Yeah, I thought for sure that's what the plan was going to be. When did you say the stage they're going to throw at?
Lap 60. So they can run 100% fuel. They can run 70 laps for sure. I mean, we're talking about on a 1.5-mile track, you run 48 laps, and so half of that is going to be about 24 laps. 48 plus that's 72 laps. About what they can run here, 70 to 72 laps on a green flag run, for the 1 mile circuit here for Dover, and they're more on the throttle and carrying more speed than you would like to see. The 91 coming to pit road here, Joe Flack will actually go a lap down, 2 laps down for Summerford. As I thought that would have been your lucky dog there. I'm not seeing the Little Rescue coming out. Quite possibly. Little Rescue gives you your lucky dog here for this series. My sponsor for our lucky dogs, Dark Horizon Fishing. Make sure you go to facebook.com/Dark Horizon Fishing. If you're in the Virginia area, I want you to go fishing with him. He can give you a guided fishing tour. It's pretty affordable. He'll take you out on the boat, take you out of the open water of the Chesapeake Bay area, and show you exactly where you should go fishing. And that'll be because, well, you know, Spicy's the best. That's just what he does. He knows what he's doing. He'll show you a thing or two about a thing or two as the drivers continue to move around. Thank you to Little Rescue. They do specialize in when I say little pets and little animals and rescuing and trying to give little critters a chance. Well, they mostly specialize in little turtles.
Little turtles, huh?
Turtles, tortoises, things that are of the reptile brand. I haven't asked and they'll probably answer this in chat. I haven't asked if they do deal with snakes and those kinds of things. I'm not a snake fan. I like tortoises and turtles and sea turtles and all kinds of stuff. And up in Canada, depending on where they're located, you know, if they're on any one of the coasts, you can get some sea turtles that get stranded too far north. It'd be a shame.
Yeah, that'd be detrimental. I know down here in Florida we have what we call soft shell turtles, and they're about as big as snappers, but their necks are almost like 2 feet long. And I guess they could take a finger off too, just as well as a snapper can. So yeah. I'm not a turtle guy.
I like turtles, but I like the ones that I see. I don't like. Well, here in Missouri, if you run over a box turtle, because they, if you're on the highway, folks, and you see a turtle crossing the road, don't run it over. Please don't run it over. First and foremost, you're going to kill the turtle. Second of all, a turtle's shell will go straight through a tire. And not only that, but if you hit it wrong and it ricochets, it'll go through somebody's windshield. And it's dangerous for the animal and it's dangerous for you. So there's my PSA for the week. Don't hit turtles on the highway.
Pick them up and put them in a ditch. Let them cross safely.
Yeah. Slow down. Put your flashers on. You don't necessarily need to pick them up. You can just let them mosey on and do their thing.
All right. So who do you got for this 30-lap shootout?
The 8. Michael Butler.
8. All right. We're going to go with the 0-2. I think he was moving. Bobby Lane. I'm going to go with the 0-2.
Butler up to 3rd. Bobby Lane. They call him Bobby Joe, but Bobby Lane Jr. Yeah, BJ Lane, Bobby Joe Lane the 3rd. Oh, don't blink, Bobby. Don't blink. 20 to the inside. You're going to see a lot of aggressive moves early, and this is one of the things that we're gonna have to keep in mind here, as we saw Bobby Lane close down the leaders on the long run here. 27 laps to go on the stage here. The comp caution, as they would be, Crandall out front, and here comes Robert Dudley. Bumper to bumper action. This is like the Dover that we like to see out of the trucks, and I don't know if you've ever been to Dover International Speedway, but Dover is a ton of fun. This track is similar to what I call. Whoa, Dudley's right on the back bumper. He's trying to make that 35 nervous.
Yeah, I mean, all Corey sees in his rear view is a giant hood, and he's just all he needs. Oh no, he got spun.
No. Dudley. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh.
Hopefully, fast repairs were unchecked. I went to go on board to show you guys the rearview mirror, but a parking lot out there right now. Oh,
Yeah, we have 3, 4, 5 cars involved, I believe.
And Bobby Joe involved in that as well. All right, here's what happened. 49 was there to the inside, just trying to get there on exit. Let me stop that. Here we go. Fart chase. They were bumper to bumper on this restart, and 49 did a great job of getting in there. The ALS driver drops in, sees the opening. The 35 doesn't have the exit. Oh, just got right there. Just barely a nick. And and the 20 tried to go low to miss, and the 02 tried to follow. Then the 5, and the 20, and everybody else. Here's what it looked like from this cam point of view. Here we go. Watch this. Yeehaw! Oh, the 20 right down in front. 8 of Butler gets around. The 02 involved. Everybody trying to stop. The 91 gets through. The 7 gets through. 29 gets through. Oh, baby.
Yeah, I really hope they have a fast repair. I would really hate to see the 35, have to go in 900 times to get all that damage repaired just to have a shot at it at the end.
They do have a fast repair. Summerford should be your lucky dog here. Some right side damage for the 7, and hopefully he'll be able to get that lucky dog. It needs a little rescue. Back-to-back cautions here as we are 35 laps in. And, it's been a good one. It's going to be good racing. There's nothing wrong with what's going on. I promise you, these guys they're just finding their composure. That's it. That's all.
Yeah, they're running super clean. Dover is not an easy track to keep green for a whole run, And like you were saying earlier, those exits, you can get loose all by yourself. It's even worse when you got a truck there helping you.
Yeah, when you get to the bottom of the 7's going to be dropping back here. So I'm not sure Summerford was clean on that one. If he wasn't clean on that one, then he's going to miss the opportunity for the lucky dog. But he's still 2 laps down. There's still a lot of racing left to go. We do have the comp caution coming up. Where he can get the caution back. Here's your Hrt2Heart commercials. We're going to pause for the vocals and let these drivers get back into the mix here. We'll be back in something like 90 seconds. Devin's going to be 2 laps down. We're answering all kinds of things going on here. Hrt2Heart Motorsports, Steak and Shake, bringing you the top bar and the top restart here. Back-to-back cautions. Remember, 22 laps to go before the end of the stage, or the end of the comp caution here. 49.8, 07, 99.3, and a 34. Green flag, no damage for Dudley there. Very lucky to escape the little bump. You know that he's probably going, man, I'm sorry. Or roll tide, one of the two. He is. He puts it in every stream. 2x2, here's the 47 of Mike Logston. Michael, the Bud Light Mike, the filtertime.com, Ford F-150. Going to be up 8 spots. Daniel Lyle, your biggest mover of the race, started dead last in the Ford truck with new tires here, looking strong. Up 13. Your Fords work into 4 different ones. 4 Fords in the field, 4 Toyotas in the field, and Toyota leading right now has a 1.45 second lead, and you know who's going to be coming forward. It's going to be Corey Crandall. Crandall trying to get himself back up to the front here with 19 laps to go. Good points for the driver. Now, one of the new rules that they've introduced here for the series is that if Robert Dudley wins this race, next week he has to start at the tail end of the field. That's what they did. That's what. So, and then next week, whoever that race winner is, will start at the tail end of the field the next week. They've done it for the truck series, and they've done it for, they have a late model series they're doing as well, I believe. Langford of the 07 up to 3rd. BJ Lane rolling, and let me make sure that things were unmuted for him. He said he liked it, folks. That's what Brian was saying. Of course, I look over and I'm not seeing his channel click up. It's because I can hear him and you couldn't.
Yeah, that's no good. People need to hear Ryan.
You know, folks,
you know,
go ahead.
You know that Toyota's leading. You know who a Toyota fan is? I run Toyotas. So I'm loving this, every bit of it.
I'm a Chevy fan, but if I had to pick a Toyota, of course I like Dudley. I've been a fan of Dudley for ever. I mean, I like Robert. I think he's pretty cool. You know, I did go to UNC, so I can't say that I'm an Alabama fan, but you know, they do have a pretty good football program. Not gonna lie. They also have a good educational program over there as well. It's a great college, a great university. We love to see it. Danny, what's up? Good to see you out there. Hey, Danny, sorry I called you a girl yesterday. Really am.
Oh yeah, you were saying it was D-A-N-N-I, weren't you?
No. So we have friends that spell their name the same way. You know, and my daughter's name is Cody, spelled C-O-D-I-E. And I was like, I don't know if it's a guy or a girl, but regardless, I was rooting for Danny yesterday. I was. Well, like wholeheartedly. Alex, thank you for liking the share, sir. I was wholeheartedly like on board. Was like 2 laps down. That's my underdog. That's who I'm rooting for. I saw the car and I was like, how awesome, right? Let's root for the underdog. A great cause on the car, and that's your daughter. So like, that's off to you. I think it was your wife that put a message on the YouTube stream and was like, yeah, she gives you a hard time about your name all the time. And I was like, I wasn't trying to be like, I wasn't trying to insult anybody. I was only just trying to say, hey, you know, I don't know. I don't want to insult. I don't want to be like, it's a he or a she or anything. And I was like, I'm just going to call it the 53 or 63, whatever the number was. But, you know, but Danny, much love to you. Thank you very much for being out there. Much love. I do not have the chat on the screen, which is good. All good. It happens so often. I'm sorry. It happens. It's going to happen to my daughter, too. Well, actually, we take her to the doctor, and they'd be like, all right, where's your son at? And I'm like, well, she's a girl.
We got Crandall back here in 8th, and he's finally reeled in Lyle. And, you know, he's a man on a mission right now. I don't think he was too happy about getting turned up front, and obviously it wasn't intentional. But he's going to give a little bump to the 4, let him know he's there, and try getting underneath him, get around him.
You know, this is the track where the coin term aggressive goes around came into play. And right now he's picked up quite a few spots. I mean, he started 18th, restarted 18th, and it's up to 8th. And right now, little side-by-side action here for the 4 and the 07. But one of the things that the 35 just needs to do right now is drive with his head and continue to push forward. Up to 7th as the 4 had long-run race pace earlier. The 4 was in 4th spot by the time that first caution happens. So the 4 is just as fast on older tires. Maybe a little free right now because of being pressed by the 35, but the 4 is going to give the bottom lane here. Watch the defense here for the 4. Might be letting the 35 go.
Yeah, that's what he's going to do.
Possibility. Oh, but the 35 smacks the wall. Not what you want to do. This part in this part of the run, 7 laps to go. Dudley, the driver, pulling away from everybody. Even Crandall, his last lap, 24:07 this time by. Corey Crandall, 24:31. Lap before that, 24:46. Little battles everywhere.
I know it's hard to keep up with all of them.
Greg Langford in the 46 side by side. There's Mr. Coffey trying to go back to the front. We watch Coffey be very good. One of my favorite paint schemes is Greg Langford D07. I mean, he's running a Pink Floyd paint scheme. They don't take it back.
I mean,
they don't take it back.
You gotta love it then. Gotta love it.
Says, wish you were here.
You got Robert Peters up 11 spots, sitting in 4th, and it looks like he's trying to get just one more position.
Biggest move of the race, Daniel Lyle in the 4. Michael Butler, 4.8 back. And right there behind our Steak and Shake, happy hour between 2 and 4 p.m. Driver running in 3rd, has the back bumper to the 8 right here. The 99 looking to go to the inside. Kind of drops straight in the corner here. This is where it can get dangerous because you can lift off the corner and have an issue. Peters is going to be right there side by side with the 8 on corner exit. Dangerous exit there for both of those drivers because the 8 could have gotten free and the 3 could have drifted up.
Yeah, and they're going to go side by side yet for another corner.
3 free, but the 8, great line here. The 3, low line on the exit there. Robert Bones Peters rolling. BJ Lane in the 99 is out here having a good old time right now. A whole lot of drivers put a lot of effort into this racing machine as they come around and give themselves a great line. Admin Box giving us a like on the stream. Admin Box, what do you say? How are you doing? Haven't seen you out there in a little while. Good to see you watching the stream. Thank you so much. Much love to you.
I don't know if there's something wrong with the 4 truck of Lyle, but he's fallen back quite a bit, and he's just kind of staying up on the high side and just letting everybody go around him.
We do have a challenge going on right now when it comes to these trucks, and it might just be about trying to save the truck. I mean, if he had to use a fast repair, he might not want to be battling too hard right now because of keeping the truck clean. We're going to have 1 lap to go here this next time by for the end of the comp caution. Dudley coming around 5.4 seconds between he and BJ Lane. And now BJ Lane matching lap times, but so is Robert Bones Peters in the number 3 truck. This is your white flag lap here as they come around. Dudley looking for a hard charge, but right behind, Lane catching fire as well. 24.80 last lap for Dudley as they get around. 49.508. Peters is going to be 3rd. There is your comp caution thrown for the 49. So Robert Dudley leads at the halfway as the Athens, Alabama native is retied for the first half of this segment, and very strong showing for him. But look who's coming. Look who's in 5th.
Yeah, it's just kind of out of sight, out of mind right now. And then, you go back and looking at the leaderboards, and boom, up another few positions. So it's not going to be long before, Dudley's going to have his hands full with that 35 again.
So Dudley came to pit road. A little checkup on pit lane right here as you have to get down to pace speed 30. Was it 35, 40 miles an hour, 35, 45, 35 miles an hour on pit lane. That's it. That's a very slow pit stop. But look at the gap between first and second here as they were trying to catch up. There was 5 seconds between BJ Lane and Robert Dudley on the racetrack, and that shows up very much so on pit road because Dudley's going to have quite a lot of time to be able to make it work. James Borden from Bowling Green, Kentucky is going to be your race leader. Credit for lap led. Joe Flack is going to be in second here as the things kind of cycle back around. I do apologize about the overlay being very slow because that is what SDK does.
It can be a pain at times.
You know, I love this thing. I won't. I'm not going to diss it. I'm not going to diss it.
Love-hate relationship, isn't it?
love to hate it. All right. Matt Rude and the Matt Rude Racing fam. That's my other fam out there. How you doing, James? Much love to you. If you haven't checked out Matt Rude, when he finally decides to go back and stream, love you, by the way, you got to go check out his channel. He is a legend in the making. He really is. They're gonna erect monuments for that guy. Ben Summerford was your little rescue, by the way. He's out of Fulton, Mississippi. It looks like. I was born in Mississippi, just so you know. Proud member of the Hrt2Heart Racing League. Love it. Is gonna be actually he was supposed to be your little rescue. Let me make sure that lap count's gonna match. It should. It should only be a lap down. You shall make it happen.
Do they only do one stage here?
Yes, only. They call it a comp caution. So, you know, a competition caution for everybody to get out there and to get themselves all got back up, restack them, re-rack them, do it again. I don't even know that they give stage points. I just say that, you know, there's your race leader for the time being.
I was just wondering because, you know, I think it's safe to say now, you got the 35 starting in third. The gloves are off.
Mm-hmm.
The gloves are off. We're over halfway. These guys, patience is going to go out the window just a little bit every single lap. So it's whoever's going to keep a cool, collected mind and, you know, keep the tires as fresh as they can for as long as they can.
I agree. Amanda Root out there says, have a great broadcast. Absolutely. Thank you, sir. Much love to you. You're the best. You really are. I'm honored to have you as a friend, and be safe out there on the rig, because you know, like, we want to make sure that you can come back and start streaming again. I'm gonna push that button. You have no clue. He says, hit that like and share button if you're new. Hit that follow button. Thank you, sir. That's exactly what you should do. Like, thank you very much to our community. I mean, we're 18,464 followers on Facebook, 1,300 and some change on YouTube, just over 860 on Twitch, which is cool. Like, and then, you know, we just really recently started working with X, and I've had a Twitter account for a hot minute, but we didn't really do anything with it, and we're almost to 100 followers already, which is kind of cool because I don't really do anything with it. Thank you to everybody on TikTok. I know that we're trying to grow our TikTok to be able to go live on TikTok. So if you haven't followed me on TikTok, you can add Signature Esports and you'll find us. Moment we get 1,000 followers is the moment we get to get out there and go live. And I know that that's a big number to achieve. But here's the thing. It took me less time to get myself 1,000 followers on YouTube to get monetized. 35 gets a good restart here on the inside as we go back to green flag racing for the final half of the race. 55 laps to go. This time by as Dudley gets the better restart here, and this looks like Corey Crandall. If I were to make a pun here, it's going to be Corey Crandall as Tom, and Dudley's going to be Jerry. Oh, Dudley
pulling off
to pit road. Oh, I think he got a black flag. He might have gone.
No.
He might have gone too soon outside of the restart zone. Oh no.
That is not good. The good news with that is we are halfway. if he can only keep it a lap down, because it looks like it's going to be a drive-through, he might be able to get back on the lead lap as Lucky Dog.
Oh, 35 miles an hour down pit lane. And now here comes Dudley. Dudley has to pass Summerford for the Lucky Dog here, and a chance of a caution we saw is about halfway through the race. 35 has BJ Lane right there in tow. Lane there to be aggressive, there to the second lane. Not to have a pun. There's the 99. Trying to go to the lead. A lap led here is a big deal because that's a bonus point for the series. Driver with the most laps led is, baby. The drivers with the most laps led has another bonus point, and the race winner gets a bonus point as well. Here's what it looks like on board of these drivers. We'll go to BJ's cockpit view, and we'll go here as well. Mark, what's going on, brother? There's the Creighton. There's a VIP tires and service driver out there. How you doing, sir? He's calm. He's kind
It looks like they're all going to kind of sit in single file right now and kind of ride around, saving tire.
Oh, he's getting himself free. If I'm the 35, let him go. See him cranking the wheel here down to the bottom side. Get yourself off the bottom of the apron. Side by a little free off corner exit. Credit lap led. There's that. There's what you want to see out of that. There's the 02 trying to get around the 05 on board with Bobby Joe here. Bobby Joe clears, is going to be clear here. 71 of 120. With the 35 saving some tire. 99 out front. 3 side by side. Ooh, up front. I see it through the windshield right now.
Yeah, 35 and the 7 got a little loose there, a little bit. Or 3, sorry. 35 and the 3.
And we'll check on our other driver cam. It's going to be the 14 off 2 from the start of the race. And you see him trying to close into the distance. Right in front of him is Stallone. Good looking Beef Jerky Unlimited driver cams today. Much love to the drivers for getting out there and doing it. Lane about to be under fire once again. Here comes the 3, here comes the 8, and a 35 back in action. The 3 to the back bumper. 35 up high, down low is the 3. Side by side racing once again for second. 35 might have the drive off here. 3 up into the 35. 3 free up corner on the bottom. 3 wide on the corner. Back again. Here comes Michael Butler.
Yeah, what a good dodge by Butler. You know, to see that was happening and those two just kind of split like the Red Sea for Moses, and he just kind of went in between them both.
Bones. Little free off the corner. Got the tires nice and sparky. Yeah, here's one of the things you have to do with this track. Once you start getting free, that means your tires are way too hot. Back it down, run your race line, get those tires evened out, and you'll be fast once again. 3 and the 2 side by side. As the 3 losing a ton of ground. 3 trying to stay away from the drivers, but the drivers are having to work around them. And nothing wrong with the race line.
Well, and it takes about 2 laps, Jason, for these tires to get cooled off when you overheat them. You just have to give up the spots if the guys behind you are running a little bit quicker, back off of a little bit, let them tires get back down to the normal temp, and then start getting back into it and start getting aggressive again.
99, 8, 35, 14. We're riding on board with your 5th place car, Mr. Stallone. And seriously, the coolest name. I'm not even kidding. I wish my last name was Stallone because I had to name my kid Rock.
Oh, I mean, Rocco Stallone, like you said, there's no debate about it. He gets first prize for the best name.
Hats off to your parents. I don't even care if it's a gamer name. I don't even care. Battle for the lead.
Well thought out if it is.
Battle for the lead here. 99 to the 8. 8 to the inside. Butler trying to clear. 99 up near the wall. Wall tap. Down. Clear, so. Woo, little right front tap.
That 35's going to take advantage of it.
35. Hard into the corner, though. Crandall here. Big checkup for the 99. 35 will have to give some air here. That'll be the way that he tries to clear. 99 side-by-side back side draft from the 99. 35 is going to have the drive off here. 99 very good. 35 clear, pulls in front. Good at race line by both drivers, but I'd said watch out for Michael Butler. There was a reason why Michael Butler went back to 8th in the first stint and then drove himself back up to 3rd before the end of before that first caution came out, and averaging his last lap about 0.2 of a second faster than every driver behind him.
Yeah, and you got Dudley back here sitting in 17th,
Oh!
stuck behind 2 cars. Oh, the 4 spun out. They're trying to dodge.
Duck, dodge, dive, dodgeball.
Bouncing off the walls like ping pong balls.
The 4 was free off the corner. The 02, gets smashed by the 07. Oh, baby. We got to back this up just a little bit, folks, because I got to see where it started from. Because that's important. Here's the 4. Just looked like he was just a little bit off pace. We'll see. There's the 29 of John Turner behind him. He hit the bottom of the apron, checked it up. 4 got a little tight. It's off the corner, checks up. 02, nowhere to go. And then, just nowhere. And Dudley dodges. Holy cow. Dudley should be your lucky dog here. Give me a moment. You're going to see this from the cockpit view here, folks. Oy. Dudley sees this and this. Caution's out. Huh. Right here, his heart was going, oh my God. Yep, that's exactly what I would have thought.
I mean, kudos to him for avoiding all of that carnage. And that, that definitely is exactly what he wanted to see, was that yellow come out and to stay out of it.
Little rescue of the race is going to be the 49 of Robert Dudley, who got a penalty at that start, went just a little bit too early. And you got to go inside the restart zone. That's one of the rules of the restart rule being selected. I do believe the restart rule is on today. And that means similar to what you see in the official races, you have to go to the restart zone. You cannot wait. You can't do what you do with what we used to do and give the race line or go when the pace truck is in pit road. It's just not possible anymore. So a lot of fun, a lot of time.
Well, I know running here, when the pace truck comes off, it feels like eternity when you're coming around that corner to wait for that restart zone. And he just got a little throttle happy.
It happens. I do it. I've done it. I've done
it. I think everybody's done it.
Yeah, we've done it.
My biggest fault's passing before the start finish.
Yep.
I gotta stop doing that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Rack 'em and restack 'em.
Mark says, let's go. Spicy's not racing tonight. He should be, though. I'm replying to Stryker at the same time. Like, all right.
Great racing. Great racing.
It's been a good time. So far, so good.
These guys are so... I would love to say, Chop Shop could do this, but with a field of almost 40 drivers, it's almost not possible.
They got 19 in today's race, so half the field, and to see a handful of cautions. I mean, it's to be expected. That's one of the things about this racetrack that the coined phrase, it's short track racing comes to mind. And I guess who said that. And one of the things that brings that to mind is that you're trying to go 170 miles an hour on a track in a truck that is designed to do that. Now the Cup cars, the Cup cars and the Xfinity cars, they have great straightaway speed. They're tougher to turn. These trucks treat this thing like a tire eating mile and a half, and that's what's crazy about it. You get to see the speeds that these trucks get into it. On average 150, 155 is pretty much what we see everybody. But I've seen drivers drive 170 miles an hour around this racetrack and have better or have less track awareness of what these drivers are doing. So hats off to these fine folks and what they've been doing. We were talking sub 24-second laps. That's pretty impressive. No, Butler, Lane, Stallone, Turner, green flag.
Butler stacked him up right there on that restart, which is what you want to do on restarts, and took off at the perfect time of everybody checking up.
Dudley from the back of the field is going to have some patience here with completing 86 laps this time by, as we're going to have 34 laps to go. Folks,
yeah, you told him be patient, but if you're watching him, he definitely is not. He is letting that thing eat.
A little bit fresher tire. Everybody caution comes back out here. And we'll have to see. Oh, baby. James Borden in the 69 having an issue. And he was up front. He got ran over. Langford came to pit road. I got to go. I had the wrong camera there, folks. My bad. Yeah,
it looks like Flack just tapped him in the left rear there and turned him.
All right. Let's go to James Borden. Wait. Oh, the 91 got right to the back bumper of him. I mean, it was kind of go time, but we'll see. Maybe just, he was up 11 spots. I kind of want to look at this restart here. Gave up some spot. Yeah, I think he just had a bad start to the race. He might have been in the wrong gear. Hold on. Now we got the start of the race right here. Go to my cockpit view. Take a listen.
Got to inspect it.
He's in third gear. Oh, no. He got free. Sorry. He was in second gear. He got free and gave everybody the lane. And people made the mistake there of passing on the inside. You cannot pass on the inside, folks.
You got 9 cars that decide to come into pit road here, which is definitely going to benefit Robert to move up the field for this next restart.
One of the drivers that came to pit road was Corey Crandall, though. Fuel not an issue. Tires are going to be the issue. Eddie Jones should be your lucky dog, I do believe. And that's going to be your little rescue of the half. Now, cautions breed cautions. That's going to happen. That was just a bad restart. I'll give it to that. And that was solely, of course, that whole stack up that you saw on the split and the C's parting. That was exactly what you saw there. And unfortunate circumstances there. Borden just nowhere to go. Got free, and those things do happen. So the 69 is going to be on pit road. Benny Jones, of course, getting one of his laps back at 16 and a half minutes, almost 17 minutes of repairs. And now out there able to run.
We're definitely going to have to keep an eye again on that 49 machine. He's going to be starting 5th on this restart. And the last time he got up front, he checked out. So it'll be interesting if those guys that just came in and got rubbers can reel them back in.
Butler on old tires out there. Everybody else on 82. The next drivers came in on 88. Rock Stallone, first taker on new tires here. And I mean, everybody took tires. Randall got some damage taken care of. Bobby Lane, the 02, got his truck worked on as well. Langford got a little bit of damage taken care of. Then Summerford in for what would look like maybe a fast repair. So no tires for the driver on 80. This driver in on 88. The lucky dog of Benny Jones sits to the back again, taking a little rescue in Buchanan Resort. One more 90-second break for our friends and partners for Heart to Heart.
Together in a new Chevy or meet up in an award-winning Equinox. Lend a hand in the Silverado or mix it up in the tracks. Find the Chevy that's right for you. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
For adventure, for climbing, for splashing, for premium, for capable. The GMC AT4 lineup, premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC.
Pace trucks in. They go full send, waiting for the restart zone. 5 up on the high side. You see, you know the restart rule's in effect whenever you see the gap from the 5. Right there. Right there on the Heart to Heart paint scheme. Gonna go to second here. Could have been on top of the back bumper to the 8 there, but chose not to be. Gonna go to second here. Dudley down to the bottom. Dudley with a big move. Oh, back here. Somebody's going sideways. Daniel Lyle. Caution will come out. I saw the chaos as the flash of the 91 of Joe Flack giving a big push to the 4 here. The 4 was on the inside. I think this is just a bad corner for both drivers. Here's the far chase for you, folks. 4.
Breed caution.
It does happen. 4 on the inside. Oh, the 91 was trying to keep it off the wall there. And the 4 is going to have a whole lot of tire wear as they try to brake. That's a long way to flat spot those tires as they continue to try to brake. The 91, and you see the 91 on the banking there just get free again as mistakes can be made.
It looks like he was that 91 was just going to push the 4 the whole way around the track.
He said he was just done.
Send him home early, I guess.
Bobby Lane coming back to pit road, a chance for some more repairs. Butler in for tires here now, knowing what's coming ahead. Name's going to be your race leader.
Yeah, Butler's last pit was, I believe, on 61 or 62, so he definitely needed it because that last restart, you can tell he gradually got back on to avoid spin tire.
We go back to green flag racing. We're at under 25 laps to go. Summerford is back here. How about your 7, Greg Langford is your little rescue of this portion right here. It's a family tradition. Love it. Folks, if you like what you see, give us a like, follow, subscribe. Again, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, live on Twitter, and of course, thank you to everybody.
You should get yourself like one of them really, really catchy signature eSports slogans. You know?
I have that. It's the good afternoon, good evening, good morning, and be good, be kind to one another. Be good, be safe, be kind. Those are my slogans.
your sign on and sign off.
That's pretty much it.
Hey, buddy, it works.
I've created slogans for everybody. Spicy. The reason why spicy is because I can't believe I can say that.
Does he own stock in Tabasco, you think?
He should. They send him product. I'm not even kidding.
No kidding.
Not kidding. They send him product.
We were actually down in New Orleans in Louisiana. We went to, I can't remember what town they're in, but they're a manufacturing plant. And they have so many flavors. You just can't fathom how many flavors they have compared to what you see on the shelves in the stores.
Now, speaking of flavors, that's a great segue into our driver cam sponsor. That's beefjerkyunlimited.com. And if you like spicy, I encourage you to get the nitromethane. That stuff it's hot. It is really hot, but it's deliciously hot. And if you like spicy chicken flavors, I'll tell you what, $55, you can get 5 different ones.
That ain't bad. How big are the packages?
Not bad. Just under a pound. Just under, I think it's what it was. Like a sampler pack.
What grown man doesn't like beef jerky?
Every grown man should like beef jerky. I'm just saying, unless you're vegetarian, I get it. Maybe you don't like beef. They've got chicken. They got pork.
Hey, the pork and I'll try it all, brother.
You know, they've got this manganero chicken. It's like mango and habanero.
That's what I'm talking about.
And it's a chicken, and it's got enough zing. It's a sweet spice. It's spicy. If you don't like a whole lot of spice, they've got a jalapeno pineapple, and that's my favorite actually. And now the nitromethane is really spicy. It's really addictive. Okay. I don't know what he puts in it to make it addictive. It's probably MSG. I don't care. I like MSG. MSG is not that bad for you, folks. You should avoid large quantities of it, but it's not that bad for you. And we love it. And they're a great sponsor and a great partner of Signature Esports. And thank you to Tommy Delago for bringing us on your family. We love you. We appreciate you. Of course, the Chop Racing family. Of course, they can find you guys where?
They can find us Facebook. They can find us on our Discord. They can find us on CHOPP'N on YouTube. We're all over the place. They can always come to you too as well.
That's exactly right. Best place to find them is in Discord because they're going to convince you to drive one of their leagues, and it's top tier.
It's kind of what we do.
24 laps.
Dudley is the man on the move, the man with the mission. He wants what was taken from him, and no one's going to stop him.
5 on the back bumper, 5 to the inside, 49 rolls the inside. Lobs good as well. Bud Light Mike paving the truck for a run at the end of the race. Hazen is going to be there to the outside. 49 there, 5 to deliver to the bottom. 49 just needs to do what he did before and work his way around this racetrack. That is part of what we're seeing here. Anybody who tries to make the move early, oh man. On the bottom side, caution will come out. The 91 involved again. No!
I didn't mean to interrupt you, Jason, but I watched him bounce off the wall probably 2 or 3 different times before that yellow was thrown.
Oh, the 91 on corner exit here hit the wall. Came down, hit the 8, hit the wall again, and then hit the inside wall. And the 8 free, and the 91 just back and forth. Over not being kind to Joe Flack today. And Miles the Monster is doing exactly that. Joe Flack Flash. You have to come to pit road and get that truck work done. Kazane is going to be your race leader as the 7th caution of the race comes out. It's caution. You said it, caution breeds cautions, and that's what we're getting right now.
I think they'll come out of this funk. They need to get a good 3 laps out, spread out a little bit, and let the hard racing resume.
Summerford should be your little rescue here, aka the lucky dog of the race. And that'll put Summerford 1 lap down. I think.
I was going to say this before we went green, as we were talking about Beef Jerky Unlimited. For any of the ladies out here watching their old man's race, or their boyfriends, or husbands, or whomever, Valentine's Day is around the corner, and I know for a fact, if my wife bought me a bunch, I would sure be happy and felt love.
That's kind of the deal. Father's Day's coming up. You can buy yourself racing. NASCAR's getting ready to begin, folks. You know what a great snack to take with you to the NASCAR races or to your dirt tracks is? Beef jerky. It fits in your purse or fits in your man bag, whatever you got. Your cooler, if you can bring a cooler, depending on what track you go to, of course. You can put it in a backpack. You can put it in, you can carry it with you, whichever. The packs are a good size. Oh, you know what they have as well? They have beef jerky chips, like potato chips. But not like...
Really?
But they're not potatoes. They're made out of beef jerky.
Oh, that is sweet.
But they crisp and they chew like a potato chip. I'm like amazing. Sorry, I'm talking about... I'm hungry now.
Yeah, I think you're going to make me go broke talking about it.
Beef jerky. Got to go check them out, folks. Also, you're out there on twitch.tv/Signature Esports. My charity that we are raising money for until our goal is met is Mission 22. Elder Heart Incorporated is where you can donate instead of putting your money into subscribing to my channel for the ad-free viewing, which, I'm sorry, ads are a thing on Twitch no matter what I do. Even when I disable ad-free viewing, or when I disable the ads, it throw ads on there anyway. So, I don't know. I can't explain. Anyway, throw your money over to that. Deal with the ad revenue, the ads this month. Take your $5, put it toward Mission 22, and let's support that cause. Mission 22 is an organization that is trying to make sure that we stop that big number 22. And it's 22 veterans a day attempt or contemplate suicide. So make sure that you actually find yourself in good nature and get yourself in a good cause. They create outreach programs. They help the families get through the tough times during those segments. PTSD is a real thing. It's a real thing for veterans of all ages. I'm not just talking about the people I was stationed with. I'm talking about your Vietnam veterans. Talking about your World War II, the World War II veterans that are still alive. You got your Korean War. You've got Vietnam. You've got the Gulf War. There's lots of we've been there. You know what I mean? And a lot of veterans have been there. And Mission 22 is near and dear to my heart. Believe it or not, when I was stationed at Fort Bragg, we used to have, for every 100 days that we didn't have brigade side, or I'm sorry, battalion size, or battalion-wide suicide, we would get a day off. And that was a goal for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And every little bit helps.
Yeah.
I mean, small amounts, large amounts, anything that, you can contribute to a cause like that, every bit of it helps.
But our goal is $100. It's $100.
Easy go.
It's an easy goal. Seventh caution, green flag. 14 gets the green flag here. 5 with a better restart. 14. That restart zone is dangerous for the outside lane because you just cannot get the timing. But Dudley, though, gets through the gears a lot faster. Inline might run. Gonna have it on exit here. Dudley, side by side, turn number 3. Yeah, he's there.
And all he has to do is make it stick.
14 to the outside. 14. Wall. Oh, nice job for the 14. Keeping himself off of the wall there. Very close. Dudley back to the inside. Third lane running, defending, trying to make sure that Robinson stick gets back to the right bumper. 49-5 here to the inside of Robinson. 17 laps to go. Summerford back on the lead lap. A chance for the 7 to compete for position now. Borden, the first driver off the lead lap. Eddie Jones back to pit road. Joe Flack got a fast repair, has a brand new truck, and he is. I think he's bent on going forward.
Oh, absolutely. He's, like I said earlier, the gloves are off. We got 16 laps left to go. I mean, these guys are going to give every bit they possibly can to get up there.
It'll take about 16 laps for the tires to push out of the way. The 02 of Bobby Joe, who was solid for a top 5 earlier, now behind the 8, has been working on that truck every caution that he can. So he's fine with the caution coming up because it gives that truck an opportunity. 14 runs his fastest lap of the race his last time by, 23.41. Rusty Robinson, a 23.41. Logsdon, Bud Light Mike turning up the steam as well, 23.39. Crandall trying to turn his fast lap, 23.10. The fastest lap of the race, of course, ran by Robin Dudley, 22.97. Drivers will have to do a lot to catch up. 3/4 of a second lead here now, 14 laps to go, 13 this time by.
Yeah, the 5 and the 3 back here, they're slowly working their way up. They're pushing as hard as they can. You got the 5, the 3, and the 47. All three of them drivers are up 11 positions, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and they're all just trying to work their way up.
Stallone trying to hold off the 35 of Crandall. And I tell you what, the 34 is doing the one thing here that I'm not seeing a lot of drivers do, and that's run the egg shape, 3 and 4. You're gonna basically what you do is you see him enter high. He runs the second lane and the low line exits. Right here on 1 and 2, you kind of have to bump the middle of the turn and then get yourself out high. 3 and 4, the fourth line that I see out of drivers, see the second lane, low line exit, right there, carries out, runs about 2/3 of the way into the corner, just like that. That is a tire-saving mode. 11 laps to go to 35, so we're trying to go high here. Now Russia thinking, Casey is going to be right there in that second spot. I'll tell you what, Dudley trying to pull away from him. 13, 5, and 3, all trying to close in that pace as now the laps tick away. 10 laps to go.
And they're, struck up in the wall in turn 1. It looks like he kept her straight, though. He's going to keep going forward.
Michael Logsdon and the 47. The 35, give a bump and run on the road. As right now, that Chevy of Crandall, Corey Crandall, running himself back for it. Rocks the low at 6. Still putting some time in. Still working the race line. Still doing a pretty fantastic job here of keeping the pace in the 35.
You know, at the 35, we don't know if we even have enough laps. I mean, we should have enough laps for him to move forward, but these guys are running really hard. They're not just going to give it away to him.
35 has some significant nose damage there, which would be indicative of a Ford emblem, I do believe. When he got around Mike Logsdon, so we'll see if that's stuck right there. So there's Mike. Oh, that's what it was. So Mike and right there, Mike got kind of clipped by Rock there, and a 35 got right to the back bumper, and actually I think that was a Toyota emblem. That wasn't a Ford emblem.
When you got the top 3 drivers, Robert, Scott, and Rusty up here, with a slight breakaway from the rest of the pack, you know, with Robert Peters sitting back there kind of watching it. It looks like it's slowly falling back a little bit as Corey comes up and starts challenging for that position.
We watched Peters after about 10 or 15 laps get very free on his setup. 35 running the egg shape here. Watch the low line exit. Going to carry a ton of speed on exit. Watch him get around here. 3 defends the line. So I said it, baby. 3 defends the outside. 35. Right there on the back bumper of the 3. Puts him to the wall. There's nothing the 35 could do right there. But watch the 29. Dig the corner. That is John Turner. Going to go sideways here. Smoke. There's smoke. There's fire. Here comes the fire. The 99. 3 wide down to the bottom. Butler in third as well. 5 laps to go.
We got Rusty Robinson caught the 14. We're going to have a race for second and a race for first. These 3 drivers, you can throw a blanket over them right now, and they're giving those trucks everything they got. And you can see Corey just off in the distance trying to rail those top 3 trucks in.
Last lap for Crandall is going to be a 24.12. Dudley 24.25. 3 laps to go this time by as Dudley needs to outpace himself here. He's right in tow. Robinson in third. Crandall 1.4 back from Robinson. 2 seconds separating 1 through 4. Peters right there. Going to get to 29. Here we go. Oh, baby. 14 might have an opportunity for a bump and run here, depending on how the corner goes. You see the back straightaway speed for the 49. The 14's going to go high. 49 breaks the air. 14's going to be right there on the outside. 49 trying to deliver the block here. This is where it's all going to matter. 14, 49, on corner exit. White flag waves, final lap here at Dover.
This is what Corey wants. He wants one of those front runners to give him up just to slow the pace up, because he's right there just ready to pounce it.
14 to the outside, 49 trying to deliver, 14 into the corner. The race around the outside, 14's there, 49 on the bottom, 14 is going to win it here with a pass on the outside, last corner pass for the 14.
Oh my God.
Dudley to second, Robinson to third. Kazanave wins.
What a race to the start-finish line by Scott. That is unbelievable.
Outside line win as Dudley leads the most laps. Scott Kazanave in the 14 gets the victory at Dover. I tell you what, that is a photo finish at its best as well. That's 2 this week for a truck series as the 14 held on to the patience, held on to the race line, held on to everything he had. Turn 4 pass and truly mastered Miles the Monster here at Dover. Here's the pass out of 4. Watch the corner here, folks. 14 makes the run on the outside, keeps it clean, keeps the 49 honest, keeps the 49 down low, and the race off of the corner. Quarter speed just kind of barely brushes the wall there. But right here is your finish line, right there. Literally just a quarter of a truck length from the tire to the bumper, man. That's awesome. So congratulations here. That's your race win right there, folks. And that's a
Call that a fender and drag racing.
Yeah, that's
out of my fender.
That's it right there. Literally crazy. Here's your race results for today's race here at Dover, week 5. Less than 2/100ths of a second, or just over 2/100ths of a second. So 22/1000ths of a second is what it's counted. That's crazy. It's crazy. Like, great finish. And you don't see that at Dover. Normally you see somebody make that pass, they're wrecking. And that was a great finish. So the AllenTilleryAuto.com race results for you today. 14 gets the victory. Dudley finishes second. Robinson in third. Crandall Turner, your top 5. Stallone Peters, Bobby Joe finishes in the top 8. He able to rebound. BJ Lane finishes 9th to his dad there at the 99. 10th for Jason Coffey. Logsdon, Langford, Martin, Joe Flack, your top 14. Summerford, Lyle, Butler, and Borden, your top 18th. 19th driver on the field was Benny Jones, and he was absolutely out there trying to finish this race, and way to stick it out. That's what I like to see and I like to hear. So fantastic race by the drivers, a fun run for all of them. We got to talk to Scott though, because Scott is he's just did he step away? I'm pressing buttons. Stop pressing buttons. I don't want to press buttons. All right, let's see. Let's talk to him. Last lap pass for the lead on the outside. Did you think you had it stuck?
Man, I was hoping so. I was on some old tires, Jason, and it paid off, man. How'd you like that outside move?
Dude, it was crazy. I'm gonna throw your camera up so everybody can see it. That way they can have a little chit chat with you.
Let me sit down there.
Yeah.
I had to go to the restroom bad, man.
I understand. I'm glad we didn't pull you up sooner. That's all good. That was a crazy pass, man. You had a good race. You and Dudley had a good race. You just needed them to burn off the tires a little bit, and you needed that long green flag run there.
I did.
Yeah, walk me through that. Walk me through that last lap and what you were trying to do there, because everybody asked me for a little bit of advice prior to this race about Dover, and somebody made that stick.
Well, man, when I practiced going in high, and I had my marks where I could drive it in pretty hard and hang on to it, and I just practiced it, man. It just worked. Practice paid off for sure.
Well, practice is what makes this race perfect, man. This was a good race, and
This was a good race.
19 drivers out there, a couple of cautions, but nothing you wouldn't expect from a short track race. 120 laps, and
Right.
you had a ton of green flag laps out of this one. This was good, man. This was fun.
This was good, man. My heart's still pounding, dude. I was excited.
Yeah. Well, you got a nat.
I got a good run off of 4, and I was just, I couldn't push this gas pedal any harder.
Right. What do you got for Scott here?
Scott, watching you on the last 5 laps or so, it looks like you were running right up to Dudley's bumper. Was that the plan the whole time, was to try to take him on the outside, and you were just kind of setting him up for that?
Yeah, because I knew I couldn't go low, so I figured the last lap I would just send it high. I was just going to take a shot at it. I just wasn't going to. I knew I couldn't take him low, and I had pitted way early. I was out of tires, and I pitted with Corey. I think me and him was the only one that pitted, and I got the lead, and I knew I had a good car. I've been doing a lot of practice at this track, and I knew I couldn't pass him low, so I just sent it high, man, and it worked out. I got a good run off of 4 and got the win.
And you guys,
it was awesome.
And the biggest thing is you both were able to keep it clean. You got a little wall scrape there, but it didn't slow you down at all. So, which was good.
For sure.
So, it was a phenomenal end to the race. You won by 22 1,000th of a second.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, it's
That's
literally
a great show right there, guys.
That's what it was. It was a great time. All right, Scott.
And I thought Rusty had something for me, but I held him off.
He was close. He was. I thought there for a moment that he was going to try to make a low line pass on you, but he kind of rode for a little bit there. So it seemed like it was good. It was good. But give you shout outs, man. You got a victory here. That's something to be proud of.
Yes, sir. I got to thank Alan Tillery, my sponsor, and BJ and all the guys, Bobby, Joe, all these guys. We had a little trouble here last week, and it's just, we had a good turnout. And I just feel fortunate to race with all these guys. I feel pretty lucky.
Well, you know what? It couldn't be done without drivers and drivers like you. So congrats on the victory.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Thanks, Ryan.
That is Scott.
Yeah, absolutely. Good race.
And the number 14 getting the big old victory here, sir.
Yes, sir.
We'll see you next
Woo!
week.
Go, baby.
That's right. 14 comes home in victory lane. Let's talk to the legend. And he is the biggest legend that we know. And drives for a cause as well. 49 of Robert Dudley. He had a big roll tide moment there. He makes the pass on the outside. He finished second. He lead the most laps today, so there's still bonus points to be involved in this one. Tell me about this one. Were you surprised he made it stick there on the outside?
Hey, how about that? Yeah, I seen him coming. I was trying to conserve tires a little bit the last 20 laps because I thought maybe we'd get into a green-white checker situation. I should have just pulled away, but hats off to him for catching me and getting me on the outside like that. That was a great finish.
Tell you what, 1-2, he makes the last lap pass. Those are dream words for somebody like me, just so you know.
Yeah. The ending was pretty good, man. I was trying to take his air away on the bottom. I seen him coming on the low side, so I was going down there. I hadn't ran the low side the whole race, and I went down there for 3 or 4 laps. Then I knew he was going to go on top, but by the time I figured he was going to go up there, he was already there, and I didn't want to, try to block him and take us both out.
Yeah. So after the second caution, we got to talk about the incident with 35. Just bumper to bumper action. You guys are running each other hard. Great racing from the both of you. Got to the bottom of it. Kind of just upset the truck. Just got him a little. You drew him back to you, and I think it goes to play just how sensitive these trucks are at Dover. Walk us through that incident.
Yeah, during the race, I was trying to, I was putting pressure and trying to trying to make him make a mistake. And when the incident happened, I didn't even know I hit him. And the next thing you know, he's turned around. So during the caution laps, I apologized. I said, "Hey, man, that was intentional. I thought maybe you got loose in front of me, and I'm sorry that happened. But like I said, I apologized to him for it. And man, that would have been a good battle too.
Well, he was coming, but he had a lot more traffic to deal with there for a little bit. So, life happens in that one. Ryan, what do you got for Mr. Dudley? He's the legend. We know Mr. Dudley.
Dudley, first off, I want to say congrats. That was one heck of a run. I just want to go back because it looked like you and the 35 really had the dominant trucks for majority of the race. It looks like you guys were pretty even. I want to go back to, your little drive-through penalty. What were your thoughts, coming out of that? I mean, what was the plan to get back on the lead lap and to get back up in front?
My thoughts were crud. I don't believe this happened. They got me in a set. I jump started. I started in the restart zone, and gave me the black flag. And I said I thought it was over. I thought I was going to go at least 2 laps down. But my thing was I had one more set after that, and I just put the pedal down. I didn't care about tire wear, and trying to catch the field back up and try to get that lap back. And lucky I got that lap back when that caution come out.
Anyway, you did that, and I forgot about the penalty after all the excitement at the end of this one. So, able to rebound, had a great race today. I thought that was an incredible finish there, and what a race that you guys put on. I know that we've got some more time, some more things happening. Come on, 14, get it, Kaz. Congrats to Heaney. Much way to go, Kaz. Heaney out there giving some love to him. Much love, Mr. Heaney. How are you doing? Good to see you. What an ending to that race. That was it was crazy to see you guys just put up a great show. After watching a few cautions and after seeing it's like the first half of the race was great, caution, and then the last half of the race, last third, first quarter, in the middle, kind of, dang it, struggling. It's like the middle of the Super Bowl. We're gonna struggle a little bit there. And then last quarter, of course, was just phenomenal as well. So you guys put on one heck of a show. Congratulations, Robert. I always appreciate you guys being out there, of course. Tell people about your truck. Tell people about your causes. And, of course, congrats to the P2. It's your shout-outs.
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to thank you, Jason, for putting on a great broadcast. And like I said, you broadcast a lot of races I was in. I drive for the ALS Association, the Alabama chapter, in honor of my sister who fought the disease for 6 years, and she was my hero. I'd like to thank my dad, Arliss Dudley, who watches every race and supports me. My cousin up there in Nashville works for the Nashville Predators. He watches, and my beautiful fiance Nancy, who supports me and watches. And also, I'd like to thank all these guys, all the admins in this league. They run it really good, and a lot of competition in here. And I just appreciate everything everybody does.
And
roll tide.
There it is. That's what I'm saying. It happens every single time, and if it doesn't, I will. I'll be like Dudley. What's wrong?
Alabama proud, baby.
I had to get you. To say it.
Yeah,
So
that's every single. Yeah, we got to start the stream with it. We got to end the stream with it. Like if it's not in chat, I'm like, where's Dudley at? Like if you're in my race and it's not in my chat, I go, where's Dudley?
Yeah, I like to also like to say hello to the Chop guys. I used to run with the Chop. About couple seasons ago, and my schedule changed, and I miss racing them guys too. That's a really good league. Anybody looking for a league to run? Them guys are real clean, and the leagues run real good.
Well, see, I don't even have to talk about a sponsorship anymore. There you go. Dudley got it for me. That's awesome.
I mean, I wasn't going to pluck anything, but we do appreciate it every time.
Robert is a good vouch for it too. He knows how good the racing is there. I mean, you pick some good leagues, Robert.
I appreciate it. I appreciate everything you do, Jason.
Yeah, man.
It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've been here. I'm close, man. I'm about ready to get me the dub.
Well, it's only a matter of time, and everybody has been doing a phenomenal job of putting the time in. Now we do. Let's see. The next race is the All-Star race, so that's at Chicagoland. We have Atlanta, Martinsville, Kansas, Indy, Charlotte Auto Club. Which one? You pick. Atlanta's a super speed. You're running the super speedway at Atlanta.
Yeah, I'd rather run the old one. I love that track.
Mhm.
Yeah, Auto Club Michigan's probably my best tracks. I got most of my wins there in leagues and also on iRacing. But yeah, it don't matter. I'm gonna fight who's ever up there, and I'll be there.
Oh, the dreaded Martinsville.
Yeah, I don't like that too much.
Yeah, I don't either. That's just me, though. It happens. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, Hrt2Heart, Heart, for being out there. Thank you, folks, for being out there as well. Dudley, much love, man.
You too. You all take care. Bless you.
Always. That's Robert Dudley, P2 finisher today. I got to find it. Is there a P3 finisher up there? Is Rusty up there? He is. Hold on. We're gonna bring him down. He's probably in middle conversation, but I can't not talk to him. He finished his third today. Is your biggest mover of the race as well, Mr. Rusty Robinson? Are you there, sir?
Hey, yes, sir.
I got to talk to you, man. You finished third. You belong down here right now, okay? Because you had a heck of a truck today. Tell me about it.
Fun race. It was. I passed a lot of people. I know that. But yeah, that was a blast.
Tell you what, you're up 11 spots. You started 14th. You were in the back, and you had to pick your line. Was it all about just trying to save that tire to get around some people?
I got caught up in a wreck around lap 30 or so, and had to use my fast repair, and I was low on tires at the same time, so I was kind of had to save everything to get to the end, and was kind of lucky the cautions came out there. A couple came out and everybody's tires kind of equaled out. I was a few laps probably behind those guys in front of me on tires. I probably had 4 or 5 more laps on mine, but anyway, it worked out good. It was I couldn't quite get to them, but congratulations on Scott. What a finish. And man, the 49 truck was so fast too.
I tell you what, because Scott said he was actually worried about you passing in there for a little bit.
Yeah, I got beside of him, and I could tell that that wasn't doing either one of us any good. Mike could have pushed the issue and got by him, but we were burning our stuff up, so I just kind of dropped behind him and thought we might could catch up to Robert, and it worked out, for Scott. So good, congratulations to him.
Ryan, what do you got for Rusty? You were rooting for him there for a little bit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's awesome, seeing guys with the biggest move get a podium spot always, because that wasn't easy to navigate through. The question that I got for you is when you finally did get up to Robert and Scott, what did you have a plan that if those two got side by side to kind of just press the issue, maybe give a bumper to one of them, kind of just advance a little bit? I mean, what was your thought process there when those guys were running really hard and you were just sucking up to them?
I figured if they did get together, they'd probably push up a little bit, and I was really good on the bottom. I could hook the bottom anytime I wanted to, so I was going to try to drive under them if I got the chance,
Well, I tell you what, regardless of the chance not coming, you still ran a phenomenal race. Congratulations, Rusty, on a P3 finish tonight, man.
Thank you a lot. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys for calling and taking such good care of our races for us.
We try to. Well, I'm going to continue to try to, at least. That's what we got this for, right? Your time, man. Give your shout outs. Anybody you want to thank out there?
Hey, thanks to BJ and Steak and Shake. Gosh, he's done a lot of work this week, and Scott and Alan Tillery. Those BJ and Scott, you can't imagine how much time they put in this week. We really appreciate it. But thank you guys, and thank the Hrt2Heart guys. A lot of fun.
Rusty, we will see you at the All-Star race next week.
Sounds good.
I'm going to throw you back up with those guys because I pulled you down.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Rusty Robinson is the man in third and your biggest mover of the race. What are your takeaways there, Ryan? This one was fun.
you know, I expected more yellows, to be honest with you. Even though they kind of started breeding them a little bit there, near the middle and end, it there was still less than I expected. So overall, good job to all these guys. It was a phenomenal race to call. You know, I would definitely love to do it again with you. It was so much fun watching these guys run. And you know, I think watching those guys run up high, then take the exit down low, I might have to try it myself.
You know, and that's they call that the egg shape, and it's one of the things that I talked to them about. I said there's a couple of different lines you can run around here, but the biggest thing is being able to point your nose to your mark on exit, and you've got to find that mark, and you've got to find it. Dover's a great track. It's one of my favorite tracks on the circuit. I run Dover in every if it's at Dover, I will run it. And just because of the way it drives. Even if it's in the Delara, I'll get out here and run 200 miles an hour around this thing, 220, whatever it is, because you can absolutely fly around this track, 13-second laps, and it has its own luster to it. I mean, you can see in the corners and on the exits where the tires were wearing. You can see this track just wears a specific way and never lets you down. But it goes to show that you can have close finishes at this racetrack, just like what Scott and Robert Dudley just put on. So, fantastic race. It was a ton of fun. Absolute blast. Thank you to Buchanan Resort. Thank you to Alan Tillery. Thank you to Little Rescue, of course, and always thank you to Steak and Shake for what they do for the series and the league. Thank you to, of course, iRacing.com. Go to iRacing.com and use Ryan Wendt with 2 N's. Use his name, WENNDT, under your referral, and you'll give him $10. iRacing.com. Set up your new account today. Half off your first month. They have if you're a new subscriber or a new purchaser of iRacing, if you want to start your simulation experience today, they have deals for your half off your first month, your first year, your first 2 years. So make sure you check that out. Big discounts for your first sign up. So do that, and tell them Ryan Wendt sent you. Again, Whiskey Echo November Delta Tango. That's Ryan. It's Romeo Yankee Alpha November. That guy. We'll try to give him some hookups there. That Matt guy. It's a ton of fun. Thank you to the signature eSports sponsors, of course, Noma TV, Dark Horizon Fishing, Mandarin Racing, and of course Beef Jerky Unlimited, Chop Shop Racing, and make sure you check out Mission 22 and go to Mission 22. I believe it's mission22.com, Hrt2Heartinc.org. There's lots of ways you can do it, or just click the donate button on my Twitch channel. Not in my About Me, but right up there where it says subscribe, hit the down arrow. It's going to say donate. And if it says donate already, get out there and take care of them. Folks, be good, be safe, be kind to one another. Ryan, anything you else got to say with these guys? Also, Chop Shop, you got to, where do you go with them?
Listen, you guys can go to Facebook, look up Chop Shop iRacing. You can go on this. You can look us up on Discord. Always, you can go to Signature Esports. Ask him about us. He could direct you any way you want. Jason is involved in. Seems like you're involved in almost everything, brother. I mean, if you ever need the information, just come to you. I mean, that you're always the best person to go to.
We try to be. No, it's not. It's not just the. It's not that. It's the. One of the biggest things that I say to everybody is that knowledge is everything in everything that you do. The more knowledge you have, it's like owning land. You can either hold on to it or you can share it. Now, if I owned a bunch of land, well, that's just deer hunting property. That's just what I say. But knowledge is meant to be shared. I'm glad that I can be a resource for folks. But ChopShopRacing.net. You can find their Discord link in the description as well, folks, as well as you can find their Facebook group. That's where you're going to go. Chop Shop iRacing is their Chop Shop iRacing leads for the Facebook group. Ryan Wendt is on their Chop Shop YouTube channel with the Chopping It Up podcast. Of course, Chopping It Up has their Cup Series on Friday nights, which is what we're going to be a part of. Tomorrow, you're going to be able to check out the Chop Shop Super Late Models coming up at 4 p.m. Eastern. tomorrow afternoon. That is our only stream tomorrow. We have no doubleheader tomorrow. Super Bowl's on tomorrow night. Don't care who wins. Just care that the Super Bowl commercials are good, because I'll be watching those on Monday. That's pretty much where I'm at.
You mean you're not rooting for the Chiefs?
No, Chiefs. We won't even get into that. There's 1.2, 1.3 million people that love the Chiefs in my neck of the woods. I've been a Rams fan since I was 9 years old. So we're good. We're good. And people have asked me, am I rooting for the Niners? No, I'm not rooting for anybody in the Super Bowl. If I had to pick somebody, it's going to be the NFC over the AFC. So if I had to pick a winner, it'd be the Niners, but just because of them being an NFC affiliation. But I truly don't care.
My Super Bowl starts February 17th, brother.
That's right. Daytona comes up here in 2 weeks, folks. In a week, next Sunday. One Sunday from today. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a great time. We have less races this week because of Valentine's Day as well. If I don't see you throughout this week and you have a Valentine's date going out there, treat each other with respect and kindness. Don't argue. Don't. If your wife gives you a pack of socks and says your feet stink, I mean, she loves you. If your husband,
just hope it's beef jerky.
That's right. If your husband gives you some beef jerky, just know that that's probably a gift that he bought for himself, and he's still being thoughtful. No, be kind to each other, folks. Thank you much. Initial, thank you very much. I kind of like your name. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you very much out there on Twitch. Folks, be good, be safe, be kind to one another. Scott gets the victory here today on the iRacing platform. We will be back with you tomorrow with the Chop Shop Racing Super Late Models. It's going to be a ton of fun. And of course, and always, we will see you in the next one. Peace.